I'm Chris Fox, and this is The Bourbonite. So I had the opportunity to go to the release of a brand new rye that an old good friend of mine just launched. His name's Rocker, and he lives right here in Wisconsin. This episode is not going to be about promoting Rocker's delicious rye, although if you're in the area, you should try it. Really what this is about is the story that goes into whiskey and bourbon and rye. If you ask me, that is the absolute most important aspect of what makes bourbons and ryes and whiskeys just interesting in general, is the lore that lives behind each and every single bottle. Some call it marketing, some call it gimmicky even, but there really is some incredibly interesting stories that goes into not only how some of these beverages get made, but also how they just came to be in general. So the story behind Rocker Rye is, well, I guess you could probably look back at my video that I did a while ago about the tough guy culture that is exhibited in a lot of whiskey, and kind of you can extrapolate some of the culture elements of that. That's kind of what Rocker Rye is looking into. Now, Rocker rightfully earned his name. He's owned and operated for a number of years a local music magazine called Maximum Inc. This is how I first got to know him. I used to write, and still occasionally do write, for Maximum Inc. Now he's kind of propelled himself into the liquor industry, and he's making some interesting stuff.
Well, I've been doing Rocker Vodka for about 7 years, and it just seemed, vodka was my first love, but it just seemed like it was about time to come out with a whiskey. And we had this rye here at Yahara Bay Distillery that was just begging to be in this bottle. But the best part is for me to read the back of the label, because I've published Maximum Inc. Music Magazine for the last 20 years, and I really wanted to give Madison music scene some props, so I put them on the back of the bottle. So here we go. It says, "My friends, in the heart of Madison lies a pulse of creativity and enthusiasm for original music that is rarely seen and always desired. The passion to write music has become the strength of the artist and propelled the music scene to national prominence, a victory that has set musicians free to express themselves and their art. Having lived and worked in Madison, Wisconsin's music industry for more than 30 years, I yearn to create a whiskey that emboldened the same passion for something different yet immediately desired, like a new favorite song. My name is Rocker, and this is my rye whiskey, made in Madison, Wisconsin at Yahara Bay Distillery."
That's some fantastic stuff. Good work, sir. So now, this is just the one story behind one rye that happens to be in my area. But every bottle, every distillery, every barrel has its own story behind it. And again, that's one of the coolest things about whiskey, is that you can really not only experience it flavor-wise, but you can experience it culture-wise. And I guess that's the whole point of this channel. So if you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, because there's plenty more bourbons, ryes, and whiskeys to come.
And somebody said to me, they're like, "I never see a whiskey described as tasty."
Right.
This is tasty. It's yummy. I mean, I'll just say it.
Right, yeah, no, it's good. Okay, well then we're going to do another one. Huh? Good?